The question of religion's future and its role in society is a key topic in philosophical and scientific discussions. Modern research shows that religion is at a crossroads, changed by technology, globalization, and shifting social norms. Some scientists and philosophers predict the gradual disappearance of religion, while others believe it will transform and remain important in the future. One of the most striking trends in the modern world is secularization, especially noticeable in countries with high levels of scientific and technological development. More and more people identify as non-religious or atheist. For example, in Western European countries, the percentage of non-religious residents reaches 50 to 60%. Secularization is explained by rising education levels, the development of a scientific worldview, and access to information. At the same time, this is accompanied by a decline in attendance at traditional religious institutions such as churches, mosques, and synagogues. Despite the declining interest in traditional religions, there's a growing interest in alternative forms of spirituality. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, yoga, and even new philosophical movements have become popular among people seeking meaning in life outside of traditional religions. These forms of spirituality are often combined with psychology, making them accessible and relevant to modern individuals. In a globalized world, new religious movements are emerging that aim to unite ideas from different cultures and philosophies. For example, creative movements like Reiki, neo-paganism, and syncretic religions blend elements of traditional beliefs and modern worldviews. These movements are becoming especially popular among young people who are looking for something new and different from established traditions. Modern technologies such as artificial intelligence and virtual reality are also starting to influence religious life. Digital prayer apps, virtual temples, and even online conferences with religious leaders have become commonplace. Some scientists suggest that in the future, artificial intelligence could become a tool for finding new forms of religious experience or even creating new philosophical and religious systems. Philosophers such as Roberto Unger argue that the religion of the future will be based on natural principles and aimed at improving human life. It will be free from dogma, focusing on practical meaning and moral development. Instead of appealing to the supernatural, such forms of religion can become a moral compass uniting humanity. Some scientists, such as biologist Richard Dawkins, predict the gradual disappearance of religion, believing it to be an outdated way of explaining the world. In their view, science and education will continue to displace traditional religious worldviews, especially in developed countries. Most researchers agree that religion will not disappear completely, but it will change. For example, sociologist Rodney Stark argues that religion can adapt to new challenges by integrating scientific advancements and cultural changes. It can become less dogmatic and more open to dialogue. In countries with strong religious traditions such as India, the Middle East, and Latin America, religion continues to play a central role in society. Here, it performs important functions, including maintaining social stability and cultural identity. At the same time, in Northern European countries, North America and East Asia, there is a growing number of people who identify as non-religious or agnostic. This phenomenon is also accompanied by a decline in the influence of traditional religious institutions. In some regions, religion remains a cause of social conflict, which contributes to its criticism. However, many religious leaders are working to use faith as a tool for peace and cooperation. The future of religion remains a subject of active discussion among scholars and philosophers. Despite secularization and the rise of non-religiosity, religion continues to adapt and play an important role in the lives of millions of people. It can transform, integrate new ideas and technologies, but its complete disappearance is unlikely in the foreseeable future. Religion, like culture, has always been a dynamic part of human civilization, capable of change and adaptation.